Hello, you guys. All right. Let's see. What do we need? I didn't even know that they had like filters and stuff on here. This is hysterical. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh. I have too much fun by myself. Okay, so hi. Listen, did you know they had filters on here now? Look at this. They gave me some eyeliner. Oh, the tube is really stepping it up. All right, let me turn this on. I'm just playing with buttons. I'm like, I better get back to work. I mean, oh my God, happy Caturday. How are you? I hope you are well. I got your text. I'm so sorry. My child has been a little wild today. So it's been interesting. Happy Caturday. It's been a little interesting. But yeah, we can definitely dive into that for sure. I mean, I forget that we can't have music on here. Let me put this over here. Oh my goodness. No music for us. Okay. All right, let me try and get my life together here. Oh my God, did you see my new deck that was sent to me? It's so pretty. Hold on, let me find it. It's not cats, but listen, this tarot company sent me this deck, and I love, look at that navy blue and gold, right? Love that. And I really, even though like we know what the cards mean, right? I love that they give us like these, like, what's the season? The sign. Is it yes or no? Even though tarot's not really a yes or no, but I really, and they shuffle really well. So anyways, I was super excited. They arrived today, and I don't even know how I got this deck, to be honest with you. Does this seem a little leggy? We rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Hi, Ruby. What are you doing? Hi. What are you guys doing? Welcome. Listen, we're going to get started on some Caturday stuff, okay? Oh, my goodness. All right, keep the comments nice now, okay? Keep them nice. This is a welcoming kind of place, okay? So, I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Let's dive into the cats. Listen, Alyssa, let me tell you something. Last night, there was a marriage card that came out, and I was like, oh, Alyssa's going to be so mad she missed it. I was like, oh, man. She's going to be so mad. I know, listen, it's okay. The holidays are a little funky, right? All right, so let's dive in. Let's see what's in the end. I was like, where's Alyssa when we're talking about rings and marriages? Oh my God, welcome. So good to see you. How was your holiday? I hope it was amazing. All right, let's see what's in the energy. Let's talk to the cats. Let's talk to the cats. Okay, so what's our overall message theme? Amazing. Okay, we've got 2 of Pentacles. So, the overall theme for today's check-in, right? Hi, welcome. You may be under stress. You may be, multitasking. There may be a lot of things going on that you need, either you have a lot of responsibility or you're having to manage, okay? The important thing is to balance, to find that balance, to ground, okay? Spirit, you got to bring that spirit of fun to what you're doing. Even though you may be juggling, you still have to bring fun to it. Okay, so we are juggling. The theme is multitasking. There's potentially there's an overload of responsibility or something, right? What's the action? Oh, thanks. All right, so, oh, you have King of Air, Page of Air. King of Air. Let me look at this. This is like very emotionally, you're thinking logically as you are, curious about things. Okay, King of Air, sometimes to me this is like your angels, your guides, your ancestors. I'm sorry if the feed is a little funky. We're just gonna rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Okay, I mean, honestly, they can try to shut us up, but it ain't gonna happen. Okay. So, King of Air, sometimes to me, this is Archangel Michael. But with the Page of Air, it could be that Archangel Michael is keeping an eye on you and your situation. It can also be like King of Air, this is you coming to life with a logical mind and you really learning something. You coming, it could be that you are meant to accept some kind of message, some kind of blunt, truthful message, right? What's the overall insight or guidance? Ace of Fire. So you have the Ace of Wands, Queen of Air. Ooh, is this a partnership? Okay. So Ace of Fire, there is some kind of new opportunity presenting itself. And this could be why it's asking you to really think logically. Allow yourself to think about solutions, look at all the information. There is some kind of opportunity that is presenting itself. With this Queen of Air, it's like they want you to know that you have the experience, that you are able to do this. You are, all of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment. Okay, now, maybe you got a partnership coming in. We have been talking a lot about that too. But overall, Three of Air, you're leaving behind a lot of heartbreak. Okay. Three of Swords, a lot of sword energy tonight. Interesting, because I just did two other on different platforms. I just did two other Caturday messages. Not a lot of swords in those, but a lot of swords in here tonight. So this Three of Air, sadness and all of those things are part of life. But you don't have to endure it alone. That's why I'm saying, like, you may have soul tribe, you may have a divine partner, you may have a soulmate that's coming in. You're not meant to do this alone. You may need a little bit of time to heal. But once you have worked through your emotions, just know, like, you're coming back stronger than ever. Okay. All right, so let's talk to the cats. What do the cats want to tell us? I hope you guys are doing well, feeling loved and safe and protected. Let's talk about this Two of Pentacles. Take it and give it. I'm telling you, there are people coming in to help you find this balance. This is like a give and take. This is a very reciprocal kind of energy, right? You're going to find comfort in others. You're going on a date? Good for you. So listen, you are going to find some kind of reciprocal energy, somebody who feels the same way as you, who gives as much as they take. But this is also like, I'm seeing like the Six of Pentacles, right? Where this can be somebody reaching out as well, and you're going to find a lot of comfort in this because you are overcoming a lot of things. Okay. So there may be an energy of finding comfort in, having someone to do this with. Yeah. Is it worth the risk, right? And this is where, is your mind too logical? I do think that whatever this opportunity is, whoever's coming forward, whatever is coming forward, it's like, meet it with curiosity. And you know how we keep saying, like, don't meet it with fear, meet it with curiosity. And that's really what this is about, right? Meet it with curiosity, because it looks like it's going to be worth the risk. All right, what's this Ace of Fire, Queen of Air? Contentment, happiness, all the things, bliss. So whatever this new opportunity is, one, they want you to know that you are right for this job, you are right for this, friendship, partnership, whatever, right? You are right for this. And all of your experience up to this moment have gotten you ready for it. Okay. And whatever this is, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. I feel like that sense of relief, right? Truth, let it show. So I feel like you're finding your soul tribe, your true authentic friends. You're finding your true authentic, soul family to do this with. So let's see. Let's pull the cat tarot. Hold on. Let's get a sip of our cacao, right? I know, right? Isn't it amazing? All right, listen. What on earth is wrong with people? I tell you what, I feel like people have nothing better to do than to harass people on the internet. Go to bed. All right, so listen, let's talk about this Two of Earth and this comfort, this take and give, this reciprocal energy, right? Oh my God. All right, be nice now. What do we need to know? Okay, so a lot of it is your mindset. Okay, so we need to know that we are not trapped. I feel like whoever I am speaking to, that life is overwhelming. Okay, life is overwhelming. There's a lot of trying to find the balance, trying to breathe, and that's why whatever this is, like there's a sigh of relief that's coming. Know that our mindset is everything. Our mindset is everything. So we have to learn that our mind actually traps us in those situations that are overwhelming. You do have energies coming forward to help you find this balance, to show you the love, and to really it's really bring you that peace and comfort. But we have to be open to it, right? We have to be open to it. All right, so what is this King of Air, this Page of Air, curiosity? Which I think is funny because that Page of Air really is about curiosity. Lovers. So, whether this is love, whether this is a partnership, whatever this is like a crossroads moment. We talked about this last night, I think, on the live, lovers, right? Yeah, it can be love, but it can also be like you're sitting at a crossroads and it's like where this new path that you are choosing, that you are deciding to move forward on, actually brings you so much harmony, so much balance, right? This is like you have overcome all those beautiful mountains in the back, and now it's like that sun is shining, So sweet. Look at that. What is this new offer? Seven of Wands. Okay, so you either may be kind of defensive when something new comes in. You may have your guard up, but with this Queen of Air, I also feel like you also have a really, your boundaries. Okay, your boundaries. Seven of Wands can also be a very protective energy. So whatever this new opportunity can be, where it's very protected. You've been through a lot. Yeah. You have a lot of celebration that's coming in. And you know how we said this is your soul family. Four of Wands. You're finding your people, people, places, and things, where you truly belong, which is absolutely gorgeous. Whatever this is also brings you a lot of security, stability. There's a lot of celebration to come. And this is definitely something that you have worked on and manifested with this Page of Pentacles energy, Sun energy, right? Remain positive, remain hopeful, remain optimistic, okay? Yes, we are overcoming this Three of Swords energy, but at the same time, look at this. It's going right back. Two of Pentacles. You're finding your footing again. with the people, places, and things that are meant to be there. So it totally fits, right? 5 of Wands, we're leaving behind the drama. We're listening to our heart. We're expecting the unexpected. 10 of Pentacles. You know, this is legacy. This is you putting down your roots. This is all of those things, right? Whatever this is, it's moving in quickly. So remain focused. You know, really hit that, you know, be determined to make it through this. Whatever those hardships were, whatever those, you will have the support, you will have the comfort, you will have the peace to keep going. All right, what is this? All right, so yeah, struggles are part of life, okay? Even the mouse energy, struggles are part of life. Walk away from people who take advantage of you or put you down, all right? So we are leaving people, places, and things that are no longer at a vibrational match for us, okay? You have indecision. This is blue booby. Indecision, awkward, clumsy. This is why you're being called to really tap into that logical mind of yours. And indecision is the enemy of progress. It will only let opportunities slip by. That's why they're saying, please, you know, take a look at, with this page of air energy, be curious about the options that are coming in. Be logical, because if we're sitting in indecision, if we're sitting in this like overload, right, overwhelm, that you're sitting in an energy that's actually more emotional than logical. So be logical, think things through, check things out, be curious, be excited about what's coming through, and know that you're going to have to make a decision. Indecision really does. It really is the enemy of progress. It really is. I mean, honestly, what is this? Oh my goodness. Look. And see, when you finally make this decision and you're like, you are ready for this, by the way, so ready for this. Luck, wishes granted, right? Make a wish. Keep your thoughts positive. What you want wants you. Swan energy. You know, this is stay graceful under pressure. Don't let others ruffle your feathers. And again, with that Queen of Air energy, that Queen of Swords energy, I mean, you have beautiful boundaries, healthy boundaries, you know, now. I think it took going through a lot of difficult times for you to get there. But there's definitely a union. There's definitely people that are coming into your life that are going to show you love, devotion, loyalty, all of those things. Bottom of the deck, yeah. Dog. This is like soulmate energy, okay? This is like friendships. This is like people who are on the same path and purpose as you. You can't be there for everyone. It's time to make yourself a priority, you know? But this is like sitting in an honest energy. You are very reliable, and you're going to have other people around you who are as well. I'm going to get you a couple mantras. And then we'll dive into it. If you guys want a personal, you can book through Hipsy. The link is in the description. I know that Hannah's already sent something over, so we will do that. And then we'll tap into whatever else wants to come in, you guys. I am the example of getting everything I want. I love that for you. And I think it's because you're raising that vibration. You're now a vibrational match for what it is that you have been trying to manifest, right? The universe intended me to live a life of riches. 100. Okay. And now, like, you are dropping things like a hot potato, okay, that is no longer resonating with you. You are sitting in a new energy, and this is why you're now a vibrational match to it. What is this? The person of my dreams is already dreaming of me. I'm telling you, there's a soulmate here. There's a divine partner on this table. If that is what you are looking for, if that's not what you're looking for, this is like somebody you want to work with. The energy of, you know, who is an amazing match for you. This is an opportunity. This is a company. This is a friend that you never thought you would have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be all kinds of things. Place it where it needs to go. I am a money magnet. All right. So you definitely have resources that are coming towards you, especially if that's what you've been juggling. Okay. So I love this energy for you. It's freaking beautiful. Let's take it, right? So let me tidy this up a little. And then if you guys are interested in personals, please don't hesitate to send that over. Hannah, I'm going to tidy this up. Let's get out some decks for you. And let's see what we can look at as you guys are coming into union. What does that look like, right? What does that look like? What does that feel like? You know, I think too, like if you've been single for a while, like this is a question, right? Like, oh my God, am I going to be able to do this? Like, is this going to work out? You know, oh my goodness. That's so funny. All right, so let me move this right here, right here. All right, so let me ask them, like, I'll get a sip of cocoa. I freaking love hot cocoa. All right, so no, this, okay. Where else? This, yes, okay. Anything else? Tea? Okay, they're saying no. All right, they're saying no. Okay, so we are looking at, let me shuffle these. You want to look at, what's your first question about this? And then we'll go from there. What is, like, the first one was about him. How is he going to feel? How is he, what exactly are you asking? And then we can word it in a way that may be appropriate. And then the other side was like, how are you going to feel, right? Okay. What does it mean if we're already in a relationship? Well, I mean, honestly, if you're in the relationship and you feel like that's where you need to be, then I would imagine it would be that things would just be better. You know, you're going to find that love and support that you truly need. All right, how's he going to treat me when we get together? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. How is he going to treat you when you guys have this reunion? That came right out. Okay, for one, this Six of Cups is all about healing, comfort, having this beautiful, like, peace. So it's like your guys are going to feel very comfortable. Like, this is very familiar, okay? This is what they want to tell you. How is he going? There's like, you know, and this is like with the Fool energy, to me, this is almost like, this is like childlike fun. Okay, it's like you guys are gonna, especially with the Six of Cups energy and the Fool here, it's like you guys are gonna have this they just use the word banter, but it's almost like you guys are gonna have this like back and forth, but it's gonna be like you're gonna feel like a kid again. Does that make sense? Now, like I said, we will, because he's not here to give consent, we're gonna use what we have and we'll kind of build from that, what we are allowed. Okay, so you know, how is he gonna feel? I feel like he's going to feel like this is fun. Like you guys are having a really good time. He is definitely, he's sitting in the energy of the Magician. There's a mutual attraction here. So there is a lot of attraction. There's a lot of desire. Okay. And I like the Magician too for the two of you, because this can be a very creative card. Okay, like you guys want to create something together. And the Magician card also brings like a lot of success and a lot of accomplishment. But I feel like with this, how is he feeling? You know, there's a lot of desire. There's a lot of, you know, just this mutual attraction. You know, and I feel like you empower him. You know, because I feel like this last one was not very empowering for him. So he feels empowered by you. He feels able to handle life, right? He feels like he has the ability to take on whatever comes his way. So there's like a lot of where you are really kind of really helping this person through what he's gone through, right? Now they are saying that this reunion, there is definite change that's coming here, okay, with this tower energy. This is like transformation. I think that you're going to notice how much he has changed when you guys do come together. Okay, like I feel like he's going to see a different side of you. You're going to see a different side of him. You both have been through chaos. You both have been through, disaster or trauma or whatever, right? With this tower energy. But it's now the two of you can look at life and be like embracing change and upheaval in a different way. Yeah. And I think it's a big change for both of you because this is a healthy relationship, right? Whereas, like in the past, you may have been more of, you didn't have the boundaries. You didn't have, those healthy boundaries. So you kind of did whatever probably he wanted, or there was just something that wasn't quite right. And then, I imagine with him, he's gone through a lot with another person, places, things, a lot of healing has happened. And especially with the 6 of Cups and the Fool, like we're talking a lot of inner child work, right? And that's why you guys are able to sit in that energy of feeling like kids again. And it's like having this beautiful energy of excitement, fun, like it's not so heavy. Hi, what are you doing, friend? So, all right, let me see if there's anything else I want to say about this. And then we'll see how you're going to feel. It's kind of a yeah, I mean, and here's the thing is like, there's a lot of dedication on both your parts. Okay, with this 8 of Pentacles, like he's going to be very dedicated to this relationship just as much as you are. All right, this is like, a major commitment. This 8 of Pentacles, this is like very committed, and really wanting to work on things, very dedicated to your needs. Merry Christmas. How was your Christmas, friend? So you have somebody who is really committed, whereas maybe in the past, maybe this has been a worry for you, right? In the past, I feel like, maybe you felt that there wasn't the commitment there. Now, as this comes in, this transformation happens, you both are coming at this new relationship together in a more healthy manner. So you're able to really commit to that. I feel like you both are in a better place. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, friend. So now what was the question for you? I mean, I feel like it kind of ran all of it together, but we can definitely look at something. Happy Caturday. Happy Caturday. I hope you've had a really wonderful Christmas. How's the weather been? This is for Hannah, and then we're going to do another collective in just a second. Okay, how are you going to feel? Okay, let's look at it. Yeah, we're going to do, yeah. Okay. How is he going to make you feel? Yeah, because we kind of see how he's going to feel. So let's look at how you are going to feel in this relationship. Okay, well, listen. Okay, you're going to definitely see a side of him where he's coming in with a lot of like truth, high standards, like this is somebody who is coming back to you in a very truthful manner. So I feel like, just like you have these boundaries, and yeah, and he's not going to tolerate any kind of like, I think he wants to tell you the truth. Okay, so anyway, he wants to tell you a story. Like, wait, this is his energy. He wants to tell you the truth about everything. So he's coming back in a very truthful manner. He wants to tell you all about the things that have happened. How is he going to make her feel? Oh, I just saw the soulmate card. Oh, yeah. Okay, I love this. This is beautiful. One, okay, he definitely, he's like, I gotta tell you some things, honey. And then he's very attracted to you. Okay, like he can't keep his eyes off of you. And then you also have the Knight of Cups energy. So this is somebody who wants to ride in. This is somebody who wants to be that prince, you know, in shining armor. This is somebody who wants to romance you. This is somebody who really wants to charm you. It's like sweep you off your feet kind of energy. You know, expect a lot of change within him. You're going to see a whole different side of him. But there's a lot of passion here as well with this Knight of Wands energy. Like this person, he's ready for a little passion and adventure. Okay. So things might be a little spicy, a lot spicy, honey. Okay. And you know this, but I do feel like you coming in as this high priestess, like there's a sense of him knowing, like I'm telling you, just like we talked about last night, he's worried about your intuition. How much do you honestly know? I'm telling you, he is definitely like really thinking about this. How much do you honestly know? Yeah, but honestly, like, yeah, you guys are going to be able to, you're going to feel like you have support. Like you're going to be able to face life together. You know, like this is somebody that is going to allow you to release that anxiety, that panic, you know, and just really embrace all that beautiful inner peace that you have. What is this? Yeah, this is Nine of Pentacles energy. You know, it's like you're not going to have to struggle to feel like there's an achievement here. Like you're not going to have to struggle to feel, and you know, like I say, pentacles to me aren't always monetary. They can be energetic. So I feel like you're going to feel like all of the time and effort that you have put in to your healing, right? All of the effort that you've put into that healing, you're going to feel like your efforts have been rewarded. You know, like all of that time that you have put into yourself, but also sending him that beautiful energy, like you're going to feel that back. Honey, there's a lot of wands on this table. Ready for excitement and adventure, right? He's really excited. There's an excitement. There's definitely excitement. You bring that, you know, and I do feel like for you, you're going to be super excited, super, super happy. You know, there's a lot of, just being excited to share like this new phase, right? It's like a whole new adventure. There's a lot of energy around this, so you may want to, hi, how are you? You may want to ground a little bit because I do feel like there's like a lot of excitement. Okay. Yeah. And I think that there's so much attraction here. You know, there's just so much attraction. There's so much desire. You're going to feel desired. And again, they're reiterating like, yes, this is a huge change from the past. Okay. So you're going to feel desired. You're going to feel taken care of. You're going to feel like there's an honesty here. Right. Anything else? Yeah. King of Cups and Ten of Cups. Okay, so this is somebody who's going to bring you a lot of peace and calm. This is somebody who there's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of domestic bliss, you know. But this is somebody who is going to make you feel like they are very grateful to have you in their life. You know, there's a lot of emotional stability. You're going to feel very secure emotionally with this, okay? Crystal, we're about to start a new one. So again, there's a transition here into a peaceful, more calm time. So I love that energy for you, Hannah. I think that's absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of passion, but there's a lot of shared excitement. Okay. So I love it. Yeah. I think, and I think it is. I feel like there's just going to be a very closeness. Like you're going to be able to pick up where you guys left off, especially with that little, like, you're going to feel like a child again. You're going to feel like, how like love when you're like little is like so not stressful. You're like, oh my God, that's my boyfriend, like it's fun. You guys go out, you guys do things, like there's an excitement. That's what you're coming into. So, again, a lot of security, a lot of stability. There's also a lot of emotional evolvement that has happened. And you guys, if you have not already subscribe to the channel, please don't forget to do that. We are getting closer to 1,000 subscribers. That means that we're going to do a giveaway. Okay. So you are so welcome. Well, it's Caturday. Yeah, I'm addicted to, cute mugs. I can't stop. Listen, we've had some weird energy already on here today. So, listen, we're going to dive into a collective. So, get ready. Get ready. Let's dive into a collective reading. Let's see what is happening. What is in the energy? What do we need to know? All right, here we go. Oh, unity. Listen. All right, so you have, this is like Hierophant energy, okay? This is Hierophant energy. This is, embrace this time of spiritual growth and, spend times with others who are also on a sacred path. Compare traditional methods and new ideas. I feel like, there's a major transformation that's going on here. Hierophant energy, like this could be you, right? You could be on this beautiful path. You could be, finding people, right? But I do feel like spiritual and, this King of Cups energy, this could be a spiritual partner, right? That's coming in quickly. Chariot energy. So you have the King of Cups energy. This is somebody who's very devoted. This is somebody who, will calm that storm within. So, and it could very well be that this person could be some kind of spiritual mentor, spiritual guide that you meet along your way. But there is movement here to finding this person is what it looks like. Let me get one more. Yeah. It's a person for you, honey. This is your Emperor. So we definitely have the essence of a spiritual union coming in here. Okay, so we have the Emperor here. You have this beautiful spiritual partner. Okay, and what is this? Tell us. Your path, your destiny. There is a major, sudden, positive change. This is you stepping into your path and your purpose. This is you stepping like into your North Node, basically. I love this. 7 of Fire, highly protected. And I do feel like trust your inner guidance. Allow it to lead you, especially during this time of change. You have a lot of light within you. You have a lot of light and you are definitely, you're going through a major awakening, or this person is, okay? I feel like a lot of you already have been going through awakenings, but you have somebody who sees the light. This Hermit card, they see the light and they're now looking at things from a totally different perspective. All right, so let's dive into this. So perhaps your King of Cups has been getting some kind of spiritual guidance, and this is what's pushing them forward. Maybe you are the spiritual guidance and you don't even realize it. You have an Emperor here who is stepping on their path and their purpose. There's a lot of protection around this person, but there is, yes, it is a collective. There's a lot of protection around this person, and they're starting to really trust that inner guidance, that Hermit energy. They're listening to that light within. They're seeing things in a whole new perspective. You better bring it. Where were you yesterday? We talked about it. I'm just kidding. And we all were like, where's Alyssa? All right, so this person, they could have been surrounded by, people that were kind of in their ego. So they're also, this could be somebody who's coming in, and this could be your soul family. Okay, so we can look at it in a couple ways. We'll dive into that. This Emperor, what do we need to know? Oh, this person is standing up for themselves. Yeah, they definitely had some people around them. Could be family, could be people they chose as family, but they definitely came over. Yeah, really, they kind of are. I mean, so they definitely have been surrounded by people who are still in their ego, right? And your person is now learning, this emperor is now learning how to stand up for themselves, how to make their own decisions, right? Which, let's be honest, a lot of people have a very difficult time really and truly standing up for what they believe in. They're so worried about what so and so is going to say, how so and so is going to feel. Oh my god, but society looks at that and who cares, right? And this is the thing, is like, you have this energy of this emperor is like, they're now seeing the light. They're now seeing the light. They're looking at life in a whole new perspective. And this is what's bringing in this major change. But they had to take that step. They had to stop, sitting in the energy with these people. They had to stand up for themselves and what they truly want and what they truly believe in, no matter who they have around them. All right, what's this wheel? Oh, honey, I love this. Oh, you have somebody stepping outside of the box here. Okay, so they're about to leave their comfort zone. So if it has been family that's been holding them back, like kind of playing devil's advocate in their ear, or, whatever that might be. And again, could be friends, could be family, could be people they consider family, right? This person is now reflecting and they are ready to step outside of that box. They're sitting in the energy of, you know what, when I decide to move out of my comfort zone, expect the best. Okay, so they have this beautiful expectation that things are going to work out. So again, that wheel is turning. There's reward here. Okay, so they are stepping into the energy of, there's reward if I choose to step out of that comfort zone. Is it that comfortable when you're now looking at the people around you like they're just complete morons? It's not that comfortable. This person's outgrown it. This person has outgrown the people, places, and things around them. They're not an energetic match anymore. So, was it their comfort zone? Yes. Is it their comfort zone now? No. They feel uncomfortable. This is why they're seeing things from a whole new light. What is this? 7 of Fire. Yeah, they're like, I'm out. I'm not attached to this at all. This is somebody who is standing up for themselves. Ultimately, they're like, I don't care. I don't care what you think. You can side eye me. You can stick your tongue out. You can do whatever you want, right? You can say whatever you want. But my inner guidance is telling me this, and I'm going to stand up for that. These are my beliefs. And here I go, and again, you have the bottom of the deck here is, this looking through fresh eyes. They're seeing things from a whole new perspective, and they have seen the light, that light within. So if that's not the most gorgeous energy, I don't know what is. Let me get the cat tarot. We're on the very last few days of the year of the snake. Okay, we are on the very last few days of the year of the snake. So you better believe that people are starting to see things. Things are coming into fruition. Things are coming into the light. Directions that even you guys have been like, oh my God, where do I go? What do I do? Things are now becoming clear because we are about to step into the year of the horse. This is freedom. I tapped into the collective energy before I sat down to do this, and literally it was so funny because one of the decks has a picture of a snake on it, and so we got the snake, and what came after was a horse. And I was like, it's so true though. You know, we have had to shed the old. We've had to shed our old way of thinking, just like this person is. And we are now stepping into freedom. We are freeing ourselves from the weight of the past. We are freeing ourselves from people, places, and things that are no longer an energetic match. We see the light and we are breaking free. We are breaking generational curses. We are breaking ancestral karma, you know, all of the things. And we're also breaking through our own mental mindset, which that's huge. If you can break through limiting beliefs, all the things that we have been programmed to believe since we were little, and now we're going in a whole new mindset, into a whole new world, freedom. You know? And that's it. I feel like a lot of people have been, they're over sitting still. They're over the stagnancy. Like they're ready for more, right? They're like now looking like, holy shit, we're at the end of December. What have I done with my life? Up until now, nothing. So there's a lot of quick decisions being made. There's a lot of people realizing, there's a lot of awakenings going on. There's a lot of people that are like, holy shit, I see the light, you know? So let's see. Oh yeah, this person definitely is surrounded. They have been distracted by people, places, and things. Okay, friends, partying, you know, going out, socializing. Like this person has been very busy, maybe with family, maybe with friends, but there's been like a lot of, you know, just like a lot of socializing. But the socializing, it's not leading them in the direction that they want. They're feeling very, and I'm looking at this like cold mountain. There's cold here. Like this person wants more. They don't just want this like superficial life. And I feel like that's where they're like realizing there's more to life than parties. There's more to life than these friends. There's more to life than, you know, just looking like I'm living my best life. But honestly, there's an emptiness here. There's a coldness. Ooh, what do we got here? 7 of Wands. Yeah. So you have somebody who they've gone through a lot of mental conflict here. You know, they've really been going through things in their mind. Like, how do I break this? How, you know? And again, there's been mental conflict, but they're now standing up for themselves. I know what I truly believe, and it's leading them home. I freaking love that for you. You know, this person, they've been conflicted about standing up, about defending themselves, maybe about defending you, or, you know, it could be whatever this union is, right? But ultimately, you have this emperor stepping up. You have this emperor letting go of this mental conflict. You have this emperor standing their ground. Finally! Freedom! You know, so we have this energy of someone finally standing up. Yeah, and honey, it's been your light all along. You, this star energy, right? You have given this person hope. You have given this person, you know, inspiration to find that light within, to find that healing. Your light brings healing to not just this person, but to many. So this is why they're choosing, you know, this to change. They're choosing change because they see how much more they want. And again, it's like, I need to leave my comfort zone. I am expecting the best here, and there is reward for stepping onto that healing journey, right? So I love this. This is amazing. All right, so, and you guys, if this is the first time you're tuning in over here, this will be posted so you can go back and watch these readings, okay? So we have this 7 of Fire and this, they're not attached anymore. Oh, honey, they're not attached to this friggin' drama. They're like, I'm done with the drama. I'm going to find my footing. And you know, I will say that the 2 of Pentacles can be a little bit about juggling. It can be finding that footing again. It can also be like, you know, learning how to find that balance. And I feel like your person is definitely learning how to find balance. They're listening to their heart more. You expect some kind of love message if this is your person. This person definitely, yeah, they want to come home, honey. They're driving. They're thinking about driving. Okay. 10 of Pentacles is here. So they really want to set roots. You know, they want to lay these roots down. They want to build a foundation with you. You know, this is a lot of security, a lot of stability. This is somebody who is very positive that you are the lava. You know, and this is like, you have worked hard, but you continue to shine that light even though you were by yourself, which is ultimately what's bringing in this transition for your soulmate. Yeah, little earth angel, you. Look at you. You know, King. Yeah, you have the King of Cups who's seeing all the lies, all of the deceit, all of the things. And I think this is like Matrixy, you know, like they're looking at the world at like, holy shit, that whole thing was a lie. I'm telling you, they have felt like they were even though they had a lot of people around them, this person felt like they were left out. They were out in the cold. Like there was something missing in their life. They didn't do anything about it for the longest time, but now they see their opportunity. They see their opportunity. And you have somebody, again, Page of Pentacles, they're really working on their manifestations. They're working on their mindset. That's right. They're like, yeah, those friends are nothing. Yeah, they're not. And I think, you know, it's like they've ultimately conquered this negative mindset by stepping into their authenticity, by stepping into who they truly are. And they're writing in, they recognize who you are to them. You know, with this 6 of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, you are somebody who is very nurturing, very loving, very compassionate. You know, not only are you good with energy and this, you know, making people feel at home, but there's a lot of abundance around you. And abundance is health, wealth, joy, happiness, all the things, right? So you have this person from your past who's making plans to move forward towards their Queen of Cups for this family. You know, they see a lot of love. And to me, definitely go back and watch the video that I posted, our Caturday video for this week, because it does talk a lot about this and this particular read here, because you have somebody who is leaving behind a life, even though it looks on the outside to be very rewarding. A lot of socializing, a lot of, you know, people around, you know, there's a lot of celebration. But honestly, there's an emptiness within this person that they're realizing that they've had to look at life in a different way. This 10 of Cups energy, I do feel like you have ancestors who are helping to remove obstacles, but there's also like they want a life where it's all about love and support. Everything comes into alignment, right? So I love this. This is a beautiful energy, and it really does feel like somebody really is going through an awakening. They are realizing not everything in life is meant to be, you know, celebrations and friends. No, there's more to life. And they're feeling it within. They see that light. They feel that light. They're allowing it to lead them. So I freaking love that. I think this is a gorgeous energy. Whoever that's meant for. They are leading me over here. So let me pull a couple of these. All right, let's see. Yes, this person is paying attention to sign symbols and synchronicities. They may be hearing songs that are leading them in directions. They may be seeing angel numbers. You know, there's definitely something where they're more in tune to these spiritual messages, right? All right, let's see. Yeah. And this is all happening as it should, like at cosmic ordering. So you have that beautiful feather there. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors are really helping to bring this in. Again, this person, they're being led by that light. And whether that's your light or whether that's their light within, I really love that. Everything is happening just as it should. And this person is finding their strength again. This strength too. And it's like not just the strength, but they're like setting out with the right energy, right? Yeah, you definitely, so listen, you really have helped this person to rise above. You light up this place, right? And it's your light that's helping this person to transform. Look at that. So with that blue butterfly too, you could be speaking something. And this is what's helping this person to rise. I see that full moon in the background too. So full moons are all about illumination and achievement. And so it's like this person sees a lot of things and you're really helping them to rise above. Interesting. Look, and I don't know, are these poppies? I feel like those are poppies. Like in Canada, we always had that on Remembrance Day. We always wore poppies. So I feel like they're remembering how much light you had, right? That's beautiful. Abundance. So again, as you guys come together, like there is abundance here. There is like an abundance of love, wealth, health, joy, happiness, all the things. And this person really is like pathways are opening for this. Doing and seeing, they could be driving to you. But there's a pathway that's opening for this person to come in. Okay, so you guys are being called to really keep up with your spiritual hygiene right now. Your prayers, your could be, your smoke cleansings, different things like that, right? Whatever you do for protection, just keep, and to me, the spiritual hygiene is also a way of you really working on keeping that vibration super high, because you're really meant to live in the moment. There's a lot of balance that's coming in, and this person, they have something they want to say to you. They have a story. They're realizing the only constant is change, and they're realizing again, this is a spiritual journey. And that elephant back there, ultimately, these are your ancestors. They are their ancestors that are removing these obstacles from their path, so that you guys can have this. Yeah, look, ground yourself, honey. It's coming. Ground yourself, because your person's making a plan. I'm telling you, they're making plans here. And it's like whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, here it is. And you truly are the key to this future, okay? And again, your person is outgrowing life. Like they're looking at life in a completely different way. They're not seeing it in the same way that they always had. They like feel like the world is kind of mundane. It's kind of like all that stuff that they've been doing their whole entire life no longer has meaning. And they're like, this is not it. They're like, yeah, I'm over this. And so I really do. I feel like they've gone through a major spiritual awakening. You definitely have somebody. Oh, good. You need to be speaking facts. Bless it. So you have somebody who's definitely, they're looking at things in a more spiritual, more heartfelt way, which is absolutely gorgeous, right? All right, I'm going to pull you a couple tea leaves, and then I'm going to call it good, you guys. Let me get the tea. Hold on, I don't want to throw these on the ground. That would be a mess. Dancing. You should be dancing. This is a great message. Okay. So a lot of them are realizing they had a lot of two-faced people around them. Okay. And this nest. Oh, do you see this? Okay. So unfortunately, they are figuring out people do not mean the best for them. They ultimately, what is important to this person is emotional security, a loving family. And they feel like that's important to you as well. So I think they're seeing people for what they are, who they are, right? And they're realizing, you know what? I see like you want the same things I do. So I think they definitely, they're seeing a lot of the same things, you know, like these people, they're not meant for them. Pay attention to your work. And this came out in reverse. So I do feel like in the past, they didn't pay attention to what they were doing, right? What they were working on, where they were going. Like they were living in the matrix. They were totally living in this like weird 3D, whatever that is, right? Non-spiritual world. And now they're like, oh shit, I need to pay attention to this. July might be significant. So maybe your person, maybe they're born in July. Maybe July is significant. February is also here. So maybe something is coming up in February. Or they're born in February. February may be a significant month. This person is now starting to trust their intuition. Okay, this person is now starting to trust their intuition. This person may also have psychic abilities, and maybe they're coming into that, right? Yeah, and they're realizing like where they are right now, it's just temporary. Whatever those clouds were, whatever those problems are, it's temporary. All right, and let's see, one more. All right, or two. There's a successful outcome with work and achievement. There's success. Okay, and again, there's that key. Okay, so I think like the key to all of this has been stepping into that spiritual journey, really embracing it and really going full-fledged into it, you know, letting go of the things that are weighing us down. And that ultimately is the key. Releasing, looking at this new life with excitement and curiosity rather than fear, and just walking the path that we have in front of us. All right, you guys, I'm going to stop it. And if you guys ever need anything, want a personal, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can book through Hipsy. Yeah, I know, right? Letting go, renewal. And that's what it's all about. We're stepping into that new year. All right. And tomorrow I should have those up and running. I was going to do just like one 2026. But I think I'm going to do them for each of the like fire signs, air signs, earth signs, and what did I miss? Water signs. Okay, so I'm going to do like a 2026 spread for each of them. So that way you guys will have a little bit more insight. I might just do a general and then do the 4 others. So that way we can kind of dive into things in specific. Okay. So I'll try and work on that for tomorrow. But if you guys need anything in the meantime, I mean, yeah, the energy was really good, right? Real good. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming over here tonight, hanging out with me over here. We'll be back on the talk, I'm sure, tomorrow or something, because we got to do a little sound healing, I think. But anywho, if you need anything, you know how to find me. I love you. Bye.